Right, you join us on the River Severn today. A new stretch for me, so a bit of exploring. This is my first swim. I had a few chub before the cameraman got here. Had a couple since as well. I'm gonna get on my toes, get these back and see what we can go and find. So, this is what we're after. Just going steady because I'm not on massive tackle. And this actually feels a pretty good fish. Because of not knowing the stretch, panics me a little bit because I don't know what's between me and the fish. But we're just going to go steady on it. We're on balanced tackle, I've got a 1.5 pound rod. 0.23 bottom, which is our 6 pound smoke shield. And a size 14 grappler. But what has been a chub fest so far, this is the first, well, I'm going to put money on this, is definitely not a chub. Even if, I wouldn't mind it being a chub because it's definitely bigger than anything I've had from the Severn before. Well, I was trying to work out, as it looked like a barbel bite, but then I was trying to work out if it was behind a rock, and it was just a chub behind a rock. Yeah. But it was steadily moving. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Just like that. So, a little bit on fish care. I've just landed that fish. As you see, nice fight, plenty of current in this peg, but we have just come off the back of a really hot spell. I mean, today it was 7 degrees when I got in the car, so river temperatures are dropping, we've got a little bit of fresh water in, but it's still really good practice. I've landed that fish, I'm going to unclip my rig. That rig, I haven't took the fish out of the water yet, just let him have a breather. If you want to carry on fishing, just clip a new rig on and cast back out in the drink. That fish is just resting, getting his breath back now. And it's just good practice to let them recover fully. Finally got the barbel that we're after. Well, I say finally, we're only in our second swim. As I touched on earlier, I've not been to this stretch river before, so I'm just gonna sort of run you through how I approach a new section really, and what I'm looking for in the swim selection. My tackle choice stays the same really. Tried and tested, so let's get this one back and I'll start talking you through a few bits. This swim here is basically we've got a set of quick water at the top end of the stretch. Then it starts to drop off. That's where the first peg is, where we caught those chub earlier. Still got quite nice pace, so I'm looking for pace and depth this time of year. It's still warm, it's still summer. We've come into a slightly cooler period from a heat wave, so the fish are still going to be around that oxygenated water. This swim is on the incline, so whereas that one's at the bottom end of some quick water, this one's at the top end of some quick water. So basically the bottom is shallowing up, so that water's getting it's funneling up the shelf basically, so it's picking up pace. And there's structure, I can see there's rocks in the typical middle Severn. Sort of, you've got boulders in the bottom, you can see broils coming up, and those fish are going to sit right on that incline because it's got good pace, so they're going to get oxygenated water. and they've got sanctuary from the boulders, turnover water, and it's a good food point. Basically, as the water's being pushed over them, it's getting narrower, and all the food items are going to be brought to them instead of them having to go looking. So they would probably be my first two port of calls when I'm looking at a new stretch. I'm looking for broken water, oxygenated. The fish are going to live around there, especially when it's warm. A bit different in the winter, but at the minute, this, and it's paid off so far. So we've had a barbel, there's been plenty of chub, and we're just hoping that those barbel are going to rock up in some sort of numbers. I'm sure they're here. I have seen a couple top as well. That's always a good sign that there's a few about. And I'll probably give this swim another hour before we go and have a look. So I got here nice and early. I wanted to see if there was any bank work that needed doing, not knowing the stretch. I thought there'd be a few swims up towards the top end of the stretch, but I didn't know how accessible this bottom end would be. Luckily, someone's done a fantastic job of digging the swims out for us. So, spade's gone back in the car. Don't want to be lugging that round all day, but when I did it, I've dropped a little bit of bait in probably 5 or 6 swims on the way down. Fished 2 so far, and they've both produced. That's a barbel, kid. Yeah, man. Lovely little barbel, barbel number 2, in amongst all those chub. Really nice, fighting fit, good sign for the future actually. Nice to see a few of this sort of size. Absolutely well rested. Boy, she's good. Long lean, River 7 chub. Proper summer fettle at the minute, they are empty. Good sport though. So I spoke earlier about looking for broken water. As you can see, if I step back there, the river is much shallower just above, and then it just starts to drop away, but well oxygenated water. This would be one of the places I'd be looking to. We were fishing just the other side of this, where we've caught those first 2 barbel. The chub are obviously sitting amongst them. At the minute, the sun's got up and it's shining quite hard onto here. As it starts going down, this side of the bank's going to drop into shade. So I'm going to save this one, I'm going to feed it, put a little bit of food in. I'm going to go down onto the bottom swims, where hopefully they are in the shade. So I'm just edging my bets, give them a little bit of free food, and then hopefully when I come back on the way to the cart to go home, I can drop in and have a couple from here as well. Well, that's the plan anyway. So peg number 3, definitely paid to come down into the shady swim. We guessed this corner would have a bit of shade on it. Literally chucked in and had a chub within a minute. And this one, I'd put it down on the rest and it was away. And this one's the third barbel of the day. Just covering our options, feeding lots of swims, looking for that broken water. Really very nice fishing. Not the biggest, but he's going mad. And what I might do, because there seems to be a few fish about, Tyrone is trying to have his dinner. So I might have a run through on the meat while he's doing that. See if we can nick one on the float. Barbel number 3, third peg, just shows covering your options, looking for that broken water. It's really paying off. Just as well thinking about where the sun is. It's literally middle of the day. As you can see up there, bright sunny tactics, little bit deeper, in the shade. First chuck was a chub, second chuck this little barbel. So, second barbel out of this peg, just to prove that the tactics work. That shady move swim definitely paid off. I had a few chub on the float as well while I tied his lunch. Absolutely lovely fishing. Barbel number 5, isn't it? Right, you join us in swim number 5. Like I said earlier, when I've been along a couple of times now and I've primed each one of these swims. I don't know the stretch, so I've gone off it visually. This looked really good. It still does look good, possibly for a bite. It is a little bit shallower than I'd have liked. I'll give it a couple of chucks, we'll see if there's anything about. We've caught pretty quick, to be fair, when we've got into a swim, because that initial period where they've had a bit of food, it's been line free, so they can come and eat the bait at their will. And then next time I've gone in, there's obviously a hook bait involved. Fish quite negatively, so small feeders. And all I'm doing there is I'm feeding over the top with a catapult. So I'm feeding 8mm cheesy garlic and spicy sausage pellets from Sonia Baits, just out the bag, and then coating them with the new fish sauce, which is brilliant. It's really salty, really fishy. Just to give them a little bit more attraction. And my idea is, by feeding with the catapult, is I'm making a bigger area, so they're a bit safer moving around, eating bits. And then the little feeder is packed with the smaller pellets and a little bit of ground bait. I just had a bump then. Must be a chub. Packed with the ground bait, so almost like a slow release. I want that as a scent trail, so as they're feeding in that area that I've fed with the catapult, this almost draws them over the hook link, which is, as you'll have seen it as I've been playing the fish, it's a long hook link. Long hook link of 0.23, £6 smoke shield, which sounds light, but it's quite thick for £6, and I've had no issue with cut-offs on bedrock today. I've coupled that with either a size 14 or a size 12 grappler, but what I have done is I've used barbless, because I'm using lighter hook links. If I do get broke, I don't want to be leaving hooks in fish, so it just makes sense to be using barbless. Line never goes slack on a barbel fight, does it? So it's no worry of pulling out a fish. relax. That's really the rig that I've been fishing. The smaller bolt and run kit, just gone down the route of Finesse. Trying to find fish with bites so far. This was our swim number 3 that we just refed on the walk down. So a different sort of swim to the ones that we've caught from so far today. This is one of the shallower variety. Like I say, it wasn't deep at all, to be honest. I was a little bit dubious when I chucked in because I thought, it is a bit shallow. But we've got the oxygen, we've got the shallow water, it's all right, everything's ticking the boxes, and it shows that these barbel will come and sit in shallow water this time of year. They are more than happy to come and sit in 2 foot of water. It's pretty mint watching him go upstream, look at that. Oh yeah, so that 3rd swim came up trumps, having that bit of food that just, again, sanctuary while they eat it. The biggest fish of the day, really nice day. I think that's 6 barbel, God knows how many chub, 15 plus. Just roving a new stretch of water, looking for those shallower bits and the bits of water running up to the shallower bits. Minimal feed, but feeding lots of places, letting those fish have that free feed, gaining their confidence. Been a really, really nice day.